Hey everybody, it's Bree here from Lyrical Nova. I just wanted to come on here and do kind of like a series. I've always wanted to help ones that are coming out of religious control or coming out of cults. Um, Basically, want to be somebody that I needed at the time that I never had. And I want to help encourage and support those that are in need of that. So I want to do basically a kind of religious control deprogramming series and how to first off tell if you're under religious control type influence or cult influence, and just look for the red flags. And that I wrote down some bullet points here just to help me stay on track, just because I don't want to edit, just kind of let it be real and go where it goes. So the first thing here, the first red flag, when I was in the cult, I was told not to search or listen to anyone but them. Being told that research about religion on the internet was like false prophets or apostates. We were instructed to only listen to the governing body, which was a group of men in New York, usually 8 to 12 men that basically gave all the guidance and instruction for the religion for everyone to follow. And if you looked outside of that, you could get disfellowshipped. You would be labeled an apostate, and you could lose your family and your friends. And when you're in a cult, basically all of your friends and family are in the cult. So if you do end up getting disfellowshipped or thrown out of that, you lose everything. There's no support. And so that's why I want to come on here and basically start this mission, start this movement to help people. And we can all pull together and basically give our stories, just different things like that. And then, so number 2 would be fear-based obedience, obeying to avoid punishment. And that wouldn't be from love. That would just be obeying because you don't want to get in trouble. Like, you don't want to get like what I was, or if you do something wrong. Number 3 would be conditional love, acceptance only if you follow the rules. So as long as you do what you're told, you're fine. If you disobey or you stray from those rules, then, you're not lovable, you're cast out. So conditional love, that is not faith, that is control. Number 4, like I mentioned before, no questions allowed. Truth can always handle questions. Truth, there's no reason for it not to be questioned. If it's truth, it can't be proven wrong, right? So if you're told not to question, not to look outside of that, I know in the religion that I was in, we were told not to do our own research, not to look on the internet. And I think that was the biggest red flag for me was why can't we search it? If it's truth, nothing can prove it wrong, like I mentioned before. And so if you're being told that, that is a major red flag. You should always be able to research for yourself. I know for my kids, after I came out of the cult, I instilled in them and I told them, I don't care if you want to be a part of a religion or if you want to search for God, but please just do your own research. Because I was in a cult, I had no idea. My whole life I was in a cult. And it wasn't until I started to wake up, started seeing those red flags, that I did research on my own. Even like being very afraid, like, oh, this could really get me in trouble. I could lose my family and friends, but something inside of me told me, keep going. You need this. So I did. I told my kids, they're now 21 and my son's about to be 20. And I told them, if you want to search for God, if you want to have religion, by all means do that. But please don't ever let them tell you what to think, what to do, how to act, what to wear. Please think for yourselves. And if they start to do that, recognize the signs and leave, get out. So it's like they saw what I went through. They went through it too at a young age. I had no idea I was in a cult, so I was raising them that way, and I had to get out. But yeah, so basically, I went over time here. I wanted to keep this about 4 minutes. But those are major red flags. Please question, please research, no matter what religion you're in. Look it up for yourself. There are all kinds of information on the internet about different religions. So if you have any questions for me, I was a Jehovah's Witness, and I have a lot of information I can give you. In the future, we're going to have different religions, just different people that have left those religions, and they'll be able to help you too if you're of that specific religion. So thank you guys so much for listening and staying tuned. And on the second step, we'll cover this, I don't know, maybe in a couple days or next week. It'll talk about the specific tactics that they use to keep you stuck, just so you can start breaking free from them one by one. So thank you.